Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to the newcomers. Okay, these are free collective readings. They may not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. What does my collective need to know today? Honesty and adventure. Then we have recuperation, danger of loss, and celebration. Then we've got upheaval, change, and travel. Okay, somebody did not want to be honest surrounding a situation. They wanted to bring about upheaval, okay? They wanted to create a change. They wanted to travel around, okay? They wanted to celebrate. We've got danger of loss, all right? They wanted an adventure. They're in some sort of recuperation right now, all right? Somebody who just wanted like an adventure. Someone who just wanted like to bring about a change, upheaval, all right? Danger of loss. They just didn't want to lose. Somebody who viewed this as a challenge. Somebody who viewed this as a game, this situation as a challenge, as a game. Three of Cups. Friends. Very manipulating friends, okay? Who wanted to take control of some sort of success, okay? Very manipulating friends. Very manipulating. Wanted to take control. Strength in numbers is what they thought. 222. By the power of 3 invested in me is what I'm getting. So witches, warlocks, okay, friends who wanted to gain some sort of control, all right? They was having an adventure. They was having a whale of a time, creating some sort of upheaval and celebrating, all right? But they didn't want to be honest, so it's a pack of liars, 9 of Wands, who play a game. And then we've got Hanged Man. They joined in on trying to sacrifice. Could be a Taurus. We've got Cancer energy, okay? Pisces energy. Taurus, Virgo. Friends grouped on up. They invested a lot of time, money and energy, okay? They just didn't want to see this masculine or feminine move into calmer waters. We've got a King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, okay? Could have teamed up with friends to sacrifice, wolf in sheep's clothing. 10 of Pentacles, because they wanted some sort of generational wealth, okay? They've been studying their victim gifts. They could have tried to study their victim, okay? And wanted them to lose their gifts. Wanted them to lose their strength. Wanted to lose their gifts and their strength. Wanted to cause stress. Hold this person down. Capricorn energy. And then we have the Death card. And we have the 8 of Swords. But they're going to prison for life. They're going to prison for life. Oh, I didn't even see this card. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. These people are getting some sort of life in prison. A very heavy, heavy, heavy amount of spell work. Very heavy. Very, very heavy. They're in recuperation right now, okay? They invested a lot of time, and this money what they took hold of because they was playing games with friends. That's the truth. And then we've got, with the 8 of Swords, the Magician card, the Hanged Man and the Devil. There was some sort of sacrifice to the devil, okay? 10 of Wands, the Chariot card, 7 of Pentacles and the Death card placed right under this. They invested in bringing about a brutal ending, and with the 10 of Wands they wanted to offload their karmic debt. They didn't want the truth to be revealed, alright? They was doing binding spells, a heavy amount of binding spells, and trying to keep this victim trapped so they could continue this dark energy manipulation with their powers, playing games to take hold of some wealth. Disgusting. Spirit of nature and history. Then we have success. So this is historical abuse. Historical abuse. Maybe this could be going down in some sort of like history about this historical abuse, what they were celebrating. Again, they didn't want to lose, alright? They didn't want to see this masculine or feminine have control over their own riches, their own life and their own success. They wanted to take that for themselves. They've been paying people, alright, with this 10 of Pentacles, what they took hold of, to create malicious lies and rumours. Hired a hitman on the dark web, okay? Split the deck. The hitman has a hit on them. The hitman has a hit on them. Split the deck again. The justice system will be exposed. Oh my Lord. Swept under the rug. You're ripping the rug from under their feet. So they wanted to sweep all this under the rug. They've been on video calls to each other, discussing, okay, these attacks, video calls, while plotting a hitman, okay, but this hitman's now got a hit on them. Crown chakra attacks, third eye chakra attacks, throat chakra attacks, heart chakra attacks, solar chakra attacks, okay, sacral chakra attacks, and root chakra attacks. They're out of people to cover their backs. There's an overwhelming amount of evidence that they've all been involved in filing false reports because of what they've got involved in, making sacrifices to the devil. They need to feed a screaming entity. They wanted this masculine or feminine's murder uploaded, video uploaded to the dark web. We've got twins involved. This is going to end up on worldwide news. We've got CID, FBI, CIA, feds. Then we've got fraud, mail or wire communication, a scheme to defraud someone, a material deception. Then we've got trying to stop you from testifying because they're all in bed with one another. They worked with dark spirits, now they're haunted 24/7. Spirit of nature. They worked with dark spirits, okay? And they could have even gone to a graveyard and conjured up, alright, people who already passed on, okay? People who did some evil things in their times, conjured them up, sent them towards masculine or feminine, and They celebrated this. Look, upheaval. They went to a graveyard. Got the crow here. Death magic. They went to a graveyard and they did some sort of rituals at a graveyard in order to conjure somebody up, okay? History, someone from the past who did similar things, okay, many years ago. Maybe somebody like Aleister Crowley is what I'm getting, okay? Somebody like Aleister Crowley, they conjured him up. They went to like somebody like Aleister Crowley's graveyard, okay, and tried to conjure him up. But again, they worked with dark spirits and now they're being haunted 24/7. Law firms are under investigation for taking some sort of hush-hush money, 1111, under the table. They always feared your awakening. They're losing everything for what they have done. They have BLOOD on their hands. Lost everything. Or lost all that they have stolen. Because they're going to lose it all. Every single penny. And again, this hitman now has hits on them. They took money to pay off debts. They did a be jealous of me spell. Be jealous of me spell. Just be jealous of me. Be jealous of me. Ooh. Ooh. Linking to a sex trafficking ring. And they was all creating a false narrative. They're all surrounded by undercovers and they are now on the watch list every day for the rest of their life, yeah, until they get locked up because they're going to get life in prison. They think they're the 1% club. They will be dishonoured and disgraced publicly. They will be dishonoured and publicly disgraced. They will end up on worldwide news, okay? Clapped out clout seeker, wanted some sort of fame or glory, did they? Shut up spells. Shut the fuck up spells. Harassment, aggressive pressure or intimidation. This is the pressure with a 10 of wands. Aggressive pressure to 8 of swords. Lock the person up with the ace of swords who's speaking the truth. Which is disgusting. Trying to gain access inside of your home. They tried to pay ancestors to turn against you or this masculine or feminine. Member of Parliament, House of Commons involved. Hired a hitman on the dark web because this has been going on for a long time. Member of Parliament are involved. Law firms are involved. Vile old man, okay, lied on earth, wanting clout for taking you out, clout seeker, fame seeker, undercover investigator, secret society, secret clubs and organisations and underground. Trying to set this masculine or feminine up for unfounded crimes with these lies, okay? Paying people to create lies, paying people to file false reports. You expose their plans, okay? Trying to lock the person up who they're doing this to, alright? So they can't speak out. Disgusting, disgrace, an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ our Saviour. Basic gun end yourself spells. Forged documents are being examined. We've got stolen birth certificate, national insurance card, number, bank details, the lot, okay? So then they've took on this personality, this full persona, this full identity. They've took it on as their own in order to claim some sort of wealth, alright? Bullying you to get you to lash out and commit crimes. So masculine or feminine stands up for themselves because they've been outnumbered and bullied in such a large group, and they keep getting manipulated and sacrificed, okay? Every time they try and speak out, okay, to the devil, okay, and wanting to bring this spirit of death. But again, this hitman's now got hits out on them. They took hold of a lot of money. Hidden money in a warehouse. They are attacking the children. Your ops, or this masculine or feminine's ops, they need a lawyer. The lawyer needs a lawyer. Abuse of power, unjust advantage of individuals, organisations or government. Terrorism, they've been terrorising their victim. 1616, who's speaking out surrounding a heist, a robbery, a theft. We've got a lodge under investigation. So linking to the Freemasons, okay, the Lady Masons, who are Eastern Stars. They've been doing a lot of mental magic. Let's just make out like this person's mental oriental, shall we, to cover up everything we've been doing. What do you think about that, darling? Yeah, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Crown chakra attacks, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root. They are about to experience God's wrath, willing to sacrifice anyone not to be exposed. This is shocking news. Shocking news. Stolen clothes, shoes, trainers, supposed to be this masculine or feminine, or any items of clothes, yeah, took ID to get a car out and credit, so full on took this masculine or feminine's identity, okay, paying people anyone, hush hush money, anyone, hush hush money. Informant in group chat, video chat, undercover. The justice system will be exposed. They have no morals, yet they want to take the moral high ground. They thought they were getting away with it. Some of these people involved in this, taking hold of this generational wealth, this friends group, these friends who have been celebrating together, pissing everything up the wall, not giving a damn about what they are doing, because they've got no compassion, okay? They have no empathy, they have no remorse, and they couldn't be honest to save their own soul or their own life. So with this danger of loss, I'm getting a lot of people have lost their souls. Claims to be skint, yet hiding money. You've got a weirdo ex still thinks they own you, so linking to an ex who's stealing anything they can off this masculine or feminine because they think they have a right, and they are attacking child or children, okay? Paying neighbours to watch you and report back to them. We've got direct energy weapons. So on top of all this, yeah, they are using military weapons, yeah, 1919 direct energy, shooting low vibrational frequencies towards this masculine or feminine whilst doing all this fucking shit. They are corrupt to the core, and they are all going down. And they've been cornered, okay, and exposed. Claimed this masculine or feminine past to claim this inheritance. So they're involved in a lot of insurance scams, okay? and they are also involved in poison manipulation, venom manipulation, various toxins inflict negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis or even kill someone outright. Karmic friends are involved. They've been doing dream magic. They're now caught in a web of lies for participating in these illegal experiments, unethical human experimentation. They wanted this masculine or feminine trapped for life. They was doing hoodoo, voodoo, root work, okay? Trying to follow this masculine or feminine with guns to end this masculine or feminine before they speak out. But now this hitman has now got a hit on top of that. So extortion, obtaining something, money, through force or threats. Again, identity theft, fraudulent practice of using another's name and personal information in order to obtain credits, loans, bank accounts, alright, cars, alright. They either faked their own death or they faked this masculine or feminine's death because they've been gang stalking, gang affiliation, gang ties, invading this masculine's privacy, stalking, spying. Even people aged 60 to 65 are involved. Dark witches, dark warlocks. What did I say? Danger of loss. We've got the devil, okay? They're lost souls. They need Jesus Christ is what they need. Sinister plots exposed. So they are doing 6 sacrifices because they want materialistic wealth. So now they've all turned Luciferian devil worshippers, Saturn worship, Satan, Saturn, okay, worship. And they're struggling with mammon, materialism, greed, wealth, attempted murder, creating fake videos, pictures using AI to set this masculine or feminine up to get a criminal record to scapegoat them. There's been a lot of psychological warfare, actions intended to reduce an op's moral. Investigator has proof. They've left a paper trail, forged documents found, caught. And here we go, forged documents are being examined. They're all demonically possessed, trying to compete to be you and all you have. So trying to compete to be this masculine or feminine, okay? And all they have, trying to make sacrifices. So we've got a binding spell, alright? We've got 8 of swords, the magician card, hangman and the devil. So they bound this masculine or feminine and then they sacrifice them to the devil. Because they're all demonically possessed. They're struggling with legions and legions of demons, okay? A lot of these people, they're not even themselves anymore. Again, they need Jesus Christ. Some of them need to go on a soul retrieval course, alright? Because they want this masculine or feminine soul purpose. Right, it's sick. Rituals to abuse you, cowards. Their friends are involved. Friends of friends are involved. And friends of friends of friends are involved. People aged 50 to 55 who need to grow the fuck on up. They do. Because they're a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Again, an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ our Saviour. They've got severe mental health issues. This criminal enterprise, or enterprises, what are all linking together, it's been going on for so long. Bought a herb with stolen money. Bought a herb with stolen money. So there should be some proof of this. They're trying to justify their evil acts and deeds. These dark witches and dark warlocks trying to justify it. Trying to set this masculine or feminine up in a fight to be outnumbered. People aged 60 to 65 are involved. Okay, invading masculine or feminine's privacy, stalking, spying, again, gang stalking, gang affiliated. Vile old man again. Vile. Worried about being caught for their evil acts and evil deeds for years. Ugh. Honestly. Very sick. Prime ministers. Modernising the country's economy in monarchies. Then we've got money laundering. They've been sending sneak attacks because, well, why are they going to want to be exposed for all this sick shit? Corrupt government organisations paying for spell work and readings on you. So spell works, readings on this masculine, this feminine, okay, more attacks, more spell work, okay, more gang stalking, because the red is gone, alright? The red is full on gone. And I mean the red is full on gone. 26, there's no way some of these people could ever be saved because they couldn't even be honest to save their own soul. None of these people have prayed, or majority of these people have ever prayed to Jesus Christ once in their whole entire life. Paying people to stop. Look, they chose to serve darkness. God's army will expose them for this premeditated robbery. The cousin involved. They will all be arrested for trying to set this masculine or feminine up, because they've been pulling strings in all areas they have. This weirdo ex, you walked away. If I can't have you, no one can. So they vow, okay, to ruin this masculine or feminine. False prophet, okay, posing to be this person online. So even this crazy ass ex is a false prophet, okay, posing to be this masculine, feminine online. They've been involved in doing separation spells with a mother or their mother. They want power and dominion over you. You could be one man or one woman on a mission to save humanity, or maybe that's what it feels like. Incarnated to dismantle evil cults and covens. Always try to downgrade you to make you insecure. Corrupt nurse, health worker involved. False evidence, bearing false witness, and obviously with this corrupt nurse, doctors, healthcare workers involved, who's been getting paid money under the table. They've been, let's come out again, they've been tampering with mental health, medical records, okay, to cover up this satanic ritualistic abuse, these Baphomet rituals, conjuring demons and devils. They've been giving out favours for immunity. Ugh. So this connection is addicted to alcohol. Maybe this vile old woman. Nothing but cold, calculated killers who do love spells and everyone. Love me. They've caused such a mess. Gaslighting, a form of emotional abuse. Plots, plans, schemes exposed. Stealing anything they can from you and multiple others because, well, they got away with it for so long. Again, this weirdo ex wants to come out. Weirdo ex still thinks they own you. Copy a signature to claim assets, money. Dark practitioner, dark energy worker. You could have helped save someone's life. Dirty law officials paid under the table. And then we've got deflection, blaming someone else for your or their problems by painting themselves as a victim. So they're always painting themselves as a victim while they're doing all this sick shit. Yeah. Some of these people, friends or family members who's been involved, they're acting like they don't even know this masculine or feminine. Don't know what you talk about, I don't know them. Never even seen them in all entire life at all. They want your blessings. Okay, go back to hidden money in some sort of a warehouse, in some sort of building, maybe even inside of this lodge. Abuse of power and just advantage of individuals, again, organisations or government. So maybe they've got hidden money at this lodge, or with this corrupt judge, lawyer, solicitor, police. Their phones are tapped, alright. They know an ending is coming. They're having like an identity crisis where some of them actually believe that they're this masculine or feminine because they've studied them for so long and they've tried to act as if they are them, and they've like tried to totally doppelgang this masculine or feminine and done everything they can to take on their life and their soul and their light because they want this wealth, like. With this 10 of Wands, okay, this Chariot card, the 7 of Pentacles and the Death card, wherever this masculine or feminine walks, they've been getting gang stalked because they invested in gang stalking this masculine or feminine to death. You know, so they can't take it anymore, but then they was doing a go and end yourself spell too. Disgusting. False evidence, bearing false witness. Again, posing to be this masculine or feminine online. They're involved in child abduction. We've got a corrupt psychiatrist or psychologist involved. They wanted some of these stolen belongings to themselves. They are using children to attack. So controlling, mind controlling, using black magic on child or children, okay? Fake court proceedings create diversions and distractions. Ugh. Set up false claims, false accusations, unfounded accusations, and lied on oath. Lie, 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 lie. Fake death certificate. Ugh. Fake death certificate. We've got a good judge. They want to access this masculine or feminine's energy for protection, which is bizarre, yeah? Because they're doing all this, and they're like, but we wouldn't want your energy for protection. Alright, attack, 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 but we want your energy for protection. Nutters, again, not all there in their head, alright? Exposed a full community. Solved a cold case. Trying to pay people to sexually abuse this masculine or feminine. And then filing false reports and false investigations. What do you mean? Deliberately tormenting you for speaking the truth, yeah? Because this judge, this corrupt judges, corrupt law, they've done a gagging order while they was looking for a hitman, hit woman on the dark web. Honestly, again, underworld criminal organisation involved in racketeering, money laundering and racketeering, 34. Dishonest and fraudulent business dealings, commercial profit, extortion and bribery. Again, they think they're elite or something like that. They think there's only 1% of them. I just think that's mad how they think that there's only 1% of them. not change medical records. I knew this would come out with this corrupt like nurse and healthcare worker, and then the psychiatrist like doctor energy. What come out? Changing, tampering with medical records. We've got plagiarism, stolen work, alright, stolen wealth, stolen success, alright, and then they want to bump the person off who they've stolen from because they're not very well in their heads, and they haven't been for a very, very long time. Destiny swap, energy swap. They've done everything they can, and I mean everything they can, and then they want to make it look like it's an accidental death, or they took an overdose, or doing these like go and end yourself spells and stuff. Gangs trying to gang stalk someone to death, and then make out like it was accident. We haven't got a clue how they passed. Now, well, we've got this corrupt frigging what's them a dildo, because obviously they've been working with somebody in a funeral home as well, because they bang people around, and I mean they bang them around like a cat with a mouse. When the cat plays with the food, you know what I mean? When they catch a mouse and then they just bat it around and savage it and claw it, and then let it run off a bit and then grab hold of it, bat it around, savage, claw it. That's what it is. 36. Good law officials. Could have blocked communications with some of these people, okay? Some of these fake ass bitch of a pals. And they was like, well, we're going to have to create a fake account and backstab them and kidnap the kids and get involved in all these sick shits, because they was having nightmares about this masculine or feminine success, and they're a set of perverts, a set of predators who work in doing hexes and curses, but broken hexes and curses, death hexes a lot, because they've been paying for dark spell work on you, or this masculine or feminine voodoo, root work, and paying for more spell works and then going for readings. I don't know. Trying to block your destiny. They wanted to join in the sick games because they're sick, man. They're sick. They're sick. Let me join it. Oh, look, what did I just say? Corrupt funeral home. What did I just say? Honestly, I can't make this up. And give all the power and the glory to Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is King. You exposed their plans, right? Hush hush money. So maybe somebody who took some hush hush money under the table, someone who was aged 40 to 45, they're going to try and plead insanity. A brother. Maybe they took some hush hush money off a brother, and then they want to plead insanity. This could be a corrupt law official, 38, a corrupt doctor, okay, corrupt psychiatrist, corrupt nurse, or a corrupt healthcare worker. Because you keep exposing them, so it's maybe going to explode. Okay, I'm going to try and keep this a bit shorter, but they've all lied on earth. Watching you on the dark web, so something to do with hidden cameras or some sort of footage, what's been uploaded to the dark web, because the perverts, the freaks, man. So obviously with like, cousin and brother energy, incest. They're disgusting. They disgust me. They're vile. 39. So obsessed with who you talk to. What the hell? The Most High is sending people to help you. This is God's army. This is these good law officials, okay? This is this good judge who works with Archangel Michael. Trying to watch your every move, or trying to watch this masculine or feminine's every move, depending, because you could be undercover investigator or something like that. Perverted. Substance abuser. A wealthy woman is involved. She could have took some of this money, okay, or part of taking this money, paying people to switch up on you. And they're doing bald spells, hair loss spells. It's 75 to 80 even involved. In MK Ultra, mind control, illegal experiment. Also paying people to create malicious lies, malicious rumours. And she's also got on a hitman, okay, or a hit woman on the dark web, because she's got some right sick fantasies, she has, of being some sort of mafia woman or something. Something like that. Again, of course, such a bloody mess. They're having withdrawal symptoms from your energy, okay, from this masculine or feminine's energy. Do all this, yeah, and keep pulling on this masculine or feminine's energy, keep performing rituals, and they're so obsessed with this energy, what's not even their fucking energy, man. It's not even theirs. Freemasons, Brotherhood, Blood Earths, Luciferians, and here we go, the Lady Masons, Eastern Stars. Wanted to be this masculine or feminine's handler. They can't even handle the fucking self, let me tell you that. Yeah, look, they're an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ. An absolute abomination, along with this corrupt nurse and this corrupt healthcare worker, who are nothing but cold-hearted killers, alright? So they will deliberately give the one who's robbed from, okay, the one who's speaking out, okay, with this danger of loss, and they invested in wanting to take control and bring about the spirit of death, so they will literally give out wrong medication, and they will stand there over their victims and watch them dying or fighting for their life, because they're all involved in satanic ritual abuse and all involved in a sex trafficking ring, people aged 55 to 60. Again, they took money to pay off their debts, but they wanted to offload their karmic debts, and I'm getting that they've succeeded with other people, right? And then what they do is they plant fake false evidence on these masculines or feminines and go, oh look, they did this crime here, they did that crime there, to scapegoat them and just bang a load of crimes on someone else, what they've got involved in committing, but to stop these cases going to anyone outside of their crime ring, because they don't want to go down for crimes they've committed, so they offload their karmic debt onto somebody else. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? So many involved, it's going to be one long trial, okay, guilty verdict, and they're going to get done for gun crimes like gun trafficking, passing guns around. Some of them are going to get done for dangerous driving and trying to silence you and others, alright? Trying to traumatise you for fun, for life, like, this is what they want. Chaos, trauma, chaos agents, alright? Chaos agents. False accusations, again, but they've done this to a lot of people. They've done this to a lot of people. They could have like different bank accounts what they're shifting money into, you know, with all this stolen identity, because I'm getting they've done this. to quite a lot. These people who was an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ our Saviour. I bet you any money some of these people pop on down to a fucking church. Oh Lord and all that shit. Yet they're a devil worshipper. Yeah, they are. They are. This ain't no good money. It's BLOOD money. Because they've done BLOOD contracts with the devil. Because Lady Masons, okay, Freemasons, these Eastern Stars, they do BLOOD contracts with the devil. Because they think they're the 1% club. They disgust me. They disgust me. Power of attorney, okay, making decisions on one's behalf and out of people to cover their backs. Because their criminal enterprise is being exposed, all their plots, the plans, the schemes. And maybe a cold case, okay, has been exposed, coming to light, the justice system has been exposed. Because they wanted to be this masculine or feminine's handler. They was trying to find dirt on this masculine or feminine. Couldn't find any dirt, okay? So they thought, right, well, we'll get in on doing this sacrifice, okay? And then we'll do all this gang stalking. We'll make them kick on off. If we do all this online bullying and coming from all angles, you know what I mean? Bat them around like a cat with a mouse. Then no one will ever be able to figure our tactics out and expose us. That's just what I'm getting. Stolen real estate. You could have telepathy, but these wanted fame, and again, fame for doing sick things. This is why they're probably going to get some sort of fame, alright? A full lodge is just under investigation again. Murder plot exposed. They get involved in humiliation rituals and sexually degrading rituals. These are people who work in the government. These are the people who want to stay in this position of power. And I'm getting, alright, that they've wasted a lot of money over the years throughout history on gang stalking their victims. And that's why the country is in debt. Because a lot of it goes on gang stalking. Big question. How much money in each government is wasted on gang stalking in a year alone? Just in a year. Okay? Just in a year. 47. It's going to be millions. I bet you it's millions. Gross misconduct. Something that is very serious and has very serious effects. Got a clerk. Handles admin, paperwork, data entry or answering phone calls. They're being exposed. They want to know your every move. And then we've got covens are trying to reverse the spell work. So cults, covens, all linking the fuck on off. Maybe the Lady Masons have got a coven, alright, and the masculine, the male Freemasons, they've got a cult. And they do. I said it, and it's come out. BLOOD rituals, okay, they do BLOOD sacrifices, BLOOD contracts with the devil pacts. These old ladies, they're just obsessed. They're disgusting. Trying to deliberately torment their victim for speaking out. This is why lodges are going to get ready. Yeah. Wrongful imprisonment. What did I say? They're trying to imprison the one who's speaking the truth and fighting against all this. Disgusting. A disgrace to an abomination. Jesus Christ, our Saviour. Even these karmic friends went and got involved. Like, let me get some of this. I'll invest in gang stalking. I want some of this coinage. Let me get some of this. Let me get some of this. Disgusting. Disgusting. very strong trauma, like very strong chaos magic, okay? That's been illuminated. Maybe they could want to make out like they're part of Illuminati, okay? They've been banging on their chest like drums, okay? Drum. Banging, okay? They've been actually getting on the drums and working with MOLOCH because they don't want to bring justice. Even celebrities could be involved, or this person who they've done it to has ended up being like a local celebrity and they just want to study a way to manipulate this masculine or feminine energy, but again they have withdrawal symptoms. What? Yeah, they're under judgment. Maybe even a Gemini is involved, or like a Cancer, or ex-lovers. Under investigation, under judgment, okay? They wanted to keep it a secret, that they was lacking some sort of passion in their own life. They just had a passion for control and being sneaky, deceptive, because they dreamed about collaborating with like family, okay, and other people to bring about like stress and burdens and get this person, yeah, because they'd love to get this person locked up with the Fool card who's innocent. Hierophant, someone's got a very strong, powerful connection to the divine because they'd love to, okay? They dream about this. It's a dream of theirs. Get them locked up or get them to just go down, you know, and we'll send them down for crimes they've not committed. They think it's funny. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. Look, wrongful imprisonment, caught on camera, stalking, following. Alright? Maybe a Leo's involved. The Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, a mentally unstable Leo, or someone who's strongly mentally unstable, who's been stalking, spying, right? And then they wanted to do love me spells, help me spells, love me spells, feel sorry for me spells. Feel sorry for sympathy spells, please. Feel sorry for me. I just want people to feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for me. Could even be people part of the LGBTQ community, okay? Lesbians, gays, bis, transsexuals, okay? Involved. Who are also working to block some sort of justice, block some sort of healing, and block this news from getting out there because they wanted some of these pennies, darling. Yeah, what did I say? They wanted some of these pennies for themselves. Even people in the LGBTQ are involved. Even a Taurus Virgo is involved for persistently committing to stalking, spying, lying, because it was their dream to just team on up, maybe with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or Aries. Maybe Aries, maybe a Taurus, worked. Aries, Taurus, worked with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is going to get found guilty along with these enemies. It's going to be a heartbreaking trial. But there's going to be success, okay, at the end of this. Because with this Knight of Wands, the Justice card and the Chariot card, someone's got a passion to bring about justice to the situation. Someone, and they're going to give this Ten of Pentacles back. So there's good news, alright? They just wanted to outnumber with the Seven of Wands and have this full person's sole purpose for themselves. A Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus masculine. Nine of Wands playing games. Hermit card. Virgo. Love. Seven of Cups. And we've got an Aquarius. So we could have an Aquarius doing this on a Virgo, or an Aquarius is doing this to somebody who's on their own, or an Aquarius could be trying to cloak themselves in somebody else's energy, or a Virgo could be involved doing this, okay? So many illusions. Tricking. Taurus, Virgo. No. Persistently. Playing games. Because it's the devil. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Because the devil wants this wealth. Okay? A Capricorn or devil. Alright? Collaborating with an Aries, a Sagittarius or a Leo to sacrifice. Here's a hitman. Here's the hitman. Because they're in possession of this Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and they're battling and competing because they're all romanticising, fantasising about keeping it, alright, hush hush, because they're all slamming each other. The Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio also involved. It was premeditated. They wanted to gain some sort of financial stability. Then we got plagiarism again. Because they wanted to be seen as all powerful. Look at me. I'm all powerful. So maybe even full families involved in playing these sick games. So the world's going to see this family for who they are. Because they're all under judgment. Even their lovers, even their partners, okay? Because they wanted to keep it a secret. They was lacking in their own world. So I was like, let me join in. Let me get some of this. Absolutely disgusting on how many people have been recruited. It's absolutely, it's like a full town or full city is involved. Because they want to take order. This masculine or feminine's full life and all their ideas and keep monetising. But that's been illuminated. They're going to go for a tower, bankruptcy, okay? Hitman's bank account, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, who collaborated to bring a hitman. Right, I'm going to do a couple more because it's going on for nearly an hour again and I did want to make it a short reading. Oh my lord, here's the cash in checks. Here's starting malicious lies, rumours and just sitting back. Here's them going out partying and celebrating while they're trash talking, alright? Doing drugs, off the tits, maybe even linking to drug trafficking, spending some of this money, what they took hold of, this wealth for drug trafficking, alright? Backstabbing, deceit, traitor, not to be trusted, and they've gone out partying, celebrating. They don't want to hear that they was getting paid just to be lippy, so they can start a fight. Oh, we're just getting paid. We've got divorce, and maybe a married couple could be involved, going through with some sort of a divorce, right? We've got breaking contracts. These contracts with the devil have now been broken because these corrupt police officers, okay, so you know, making a lot of bad choices. They was getting in because these corrupt police officers have guns. So they've been passing licensed guns around to people on the streets because they don't want to go down. They've been burning evidence, and even these corrupt coppers from fake accounts have been getting lippy online because all they want to do is keep slamming sex workers. And they're like, I want all these sex workers to myself. I want all this money to myself. And I want everyone to think I'm Casanova. Because if I don't have money, no one's going to get on my bent off, sawn off, dingly dangly. And they're going to go for a divorce or a denial of tea. Because they was in a private relationship, but they was manipulating absolutely anyone they can. Now they're trying to run away because they don't want to get done for being an envious, jealous, bitter little bitch. Bitter little bitch. You could be setting a record straight. Like these are just a set of haters. Doing all these sexually degrading rituals and humiliation rituals because they wanted this person to feel really insecure about themselves while they was doing all this. Oh. I don't know how they can look at themselves in the mirror. Yeah, bang. Bang. Under investigation, they know they fucked up and their criminal enterprise is crumbling and crashing. They're going to get destroyed, alright, in this courtroom because the documentation's been examined, okay, and then we've got, wherever it was, Archangel Michael's judge. A judge who works with Archangel Michael is going to destroy them in the courtroom, alright, every single one of them, every single one of them, all the bank accounts, alright, going to be frozen. All they cared about was just slamming around and partying and celebrating and treating the one that they've stolen his wealth from like a piece of shit. Malicious lies and rumours, what nobody really wants to hear about themselves, right? But they didn't want themselves to be revealed for who they actually are, which is a selfish, arrogant, egotistical, soulless, evil person. So burning evidence, it's game over. So I'm going to leave that there because, well, this is about to go down. This is just shocking, isn't it? Because they've been getting investigated for so long. They wanted to keep it a secret, caution, keeping you a secret, and an ex was involved with a fake friend, fulfilling a fantasy, messaging each other. Alright, yeah, I'll do this, you do that. If I say this, you say that. And if you do this, I do that. Promiscuous little bitch. Already knowing the tea, that it is game over. Yeah, I'll be a bugaboo. Yeah, I'll say this about him, alright? I'll go get lippy online and we'll just let them explode and flip on out and probably keep manipulating, alright? Then we'll do this contract killing and then we'll cash all these checks and we'll split the money amongst ourselves and we'll just kick this person to the curb like they're nothing. How about that? And they're like, yeah. And then we'll gang stalk them to death to keep it a secret. And then we'll do love me spells, sex magic, and all that. But see how much they're going to fall apart when they walk to the bank to draw money out and they're going to say, I'm struggling with my mental health, I'm struggling with my mental health, I'm struggling with my mental health, I'm not feeling very well, I'm struggling with my mental health. I'm going to try and plead insanity, I'm struggling with my mental health. What? Don't you think this masculine or feminine has been struggling, alright? While they've all been slamming each other, alright? Treating this masculine, this feminine like a piece of shit, alright? Just disgusting. Just disgusting. They're tired now. They're tired. Oh, they're tired. They're tired. They're tired. No way. They're tired after performing all these frigging rituals back to back and having this shit running up for years and years and years and constant hits out, constant passing guns around, yeah? Maybe Aquarius has been doing this, alright? Constant putting hits out. And they're tired. They wanted it just to be a mystery. Someone just walk in and discover a dead body and be like, oh, we don't know, we ain't got a clue what happened. Oh, we don't know who it was. Yeah, because we've been slamming corrupt judge, corrupt law and got powers in all areas, you know. And then got laid down and they'd have just carried on, being manipulated, set of motherfuckers, keep doing this to everyone else? I don't think so. So much illusions. Look, exhaustion, now they're tired. There's going to be a settlement. There's going to be a settlement. There's no way that they can get away with this. There's going to be a settlement. So yeah, going to be a settlement. They've all been persuading each other, seducing, lies. Yeah, and that's why it's going to end up worldwide news, because they was nothing but a clout chaser. Nothing but a clout chaser. Nothing but a clout chaser. Because these good law officials are exposing all of it. Because overwhelming evidence, and we've got you rejected them, it hurts, so they decided to ruin you. So could have teamed up with multiple exes. Alright? And started giving out this BLOOD money because, well, BLOOD magic was involved and BLOOD contracts with the devil was involved. So this money ain't no good money, it's blood money. Because, well, again, the Masons was involved, so they think they're bloody tired. No way they think they're bloody tired. That is shocking. I can't believe that they think that they're tired. I just can't believe that they think that they're tired. Innit? Just shocking. They probably got up in their head. I'll get a lippy for 20 quid, yeah. I'm corrupt copper, I'll get a lippy for 20 quid. Get them mad and angry. And then we'll just like sling them to the trash. Yeah. I like they're just going to have a happily ever after. No. Like fuck. See how happy they're going to be when they're locked up in prison for life. And then all their images, you know, normal images, by the way, is put in worldwide news and stuff like that. And outed for who they really are, which is sick, sinister, and evil. So, another long reading. Again, sending peace, love, and light.